I thought they were slightly favored. I'm going to stick with it. I think Fnatic will take it. Black.
And another game where Medusa, or Mushi rather, places that ward right in that same spot. And here comes the push.
Already at this point. Snowball, they're not going to be able to catch Bulldog with this. Oh, they do, just barely. They get that searing chains off of the ice shards as well. More than enough damage with the Flame Guard coming through, and it's actually DJ getting the job done with his cold feet, I believe.
Tough.
You're not having as great a time with the Furon as you are with the Darkseer in that off lane. And 3-4-3, they've helped get a kill and almost a tower, at least put some pressure on that tower. Thunderstrike, glimpse back, there it is, and it looks like 3-4-3 might be in trouble. Snowball not there in time. And he's going to have to run all the way around. They even use the Ice Shards, unfortunately blocks Mushi out from helping his teammates. So he is on a long run. There's no Sprout. Dragon Tail should be there from S4. He's going to have to pop the Ultra Dragon Form. He actually doesn't have mana to use the Dragon Tail. And 3-4-3 will end up falling. That did take a lot longer for them maybe than they were expecting. Even the Oracle rotated through with the Fortune's End, but he only uses it on Mushi at the end of the day.
Well, the Ice Shards I've ever seen.
Yeah. This is not going to be easy, and Aki's nearby as well to help out with a glimpse or kinetic field.
But don't doubt touch, man.
Yeah, he's going to hit the Ice Shards, all right. He's going to hit the Snowball, too. They drop the wall down. The Dragon Tail will do something, but not nearly enough to keep himself alive. From the Surge from Ohio.
Wow, DJ's level 6, almost level 7. It's crazy.
Yeah, he's having a pretty good game. 3-4-3, that's a TP from Bulldog. That's awkward. They see each other. Sprout comes out 3-3. He's got a Snowball. He probably has to use it here if he wants to stay alive, at least for a little bit longer. Good Frozen Sigil. The Glimpse will come back out. He dodged it with a Snowball, but it's only going to leave him a moment of time here. So he comes out of the Snowball. One or two more right clicks, but here comes the rest of the squad. Mid one jumping in. He's got the Flame Guard. They get off the damage, and there's going to be Ice Blast on top. They don't hit with the initial hit. Mid one actually taking a lot of damage. He's about to go down the Dark Pack still. Mid one will find himself a double kill with the Flame Guard on top of that Ice Blast, and now looking for Loda. Loda's low, the last right click. It's a triple kill for mid one. All of that damage, and all of a sudden, he's up to 2.7k gold, almost getting this tower on top of it. Somehow surviving through all of that damage, and with the help of the Ice Blast,
that is crazy. And I was like, mid one, he was spending a lot of time running around. They gave the lane to DJ. He's going to have his bots at a late time. Nope, not with that triple kill.
Yes, bots right now, and he's looking for more. S4 gets the Dragon Tail, but here's the Snowball and Wall, and S4 is just... He's completely zoned out from the rest of the team. The Ice Shards were there perfectly again. He is not the worst support in the world. He kills or assists, not that I know of anyway.
Well, level 6 up on Aki. Maybe he can turn things around with a big Static Storm.
And they need it. Their smoke is going to come out, though. Instead of turning things around, it looks like he's going to be the one caught out. Good kinetic field, but it's not going to save his life as he gets searing chained up and then cold feeded on top of that with the Flame Guard.
That off, but that's if the Ember Spirit is not elusive. Theoretically, he could dodge it with Sleight of Fist. He can just use Remnant to be invulnerable, so he can't even get targeted a lot of time. Another nice initiation.
Ice Shards, ice everywhere, but here comes the fire. The Ember Spirit, mid one jumping in. They get off the Purifying Flames. Walls there, but no vacuum to combo up, and S4. Good false promise, but he's going to try to TP out. Searing Chains will cancel that, and S4 is just like, I am dead again. I think that is his 4th death of the game. I might be wrong about that. They literally beat on him until the Purifying Flames was, or rather the false promise was gone.
You don't lose control of your jungle so you can farm. That is probably the most important thing. Nature's Prophet eats up a ton of space and a ton of camps, and Ake trying to protect his jungle. Mid one dodges! Oh man.
The Sleight of Fist dodge.
Yeah.
He is not dubious. You are correct. He is now styling along with...
Crazy good timing for mid one. Some people think Disruptor is a counter versus mid one, or versus Ember Spirit rather, because of the Static Storm, but there is potential for outplay as we just saw.
And now there's going to be the Snowball coming through to save himself. They even get the Ice Blast on a couple of other heroes. The Fortune's End will go, albeit a bit late. Now EGM getting focused down. But mid one is now forced to not attack because he's been face Edict. However, he still will get chased down. The Mystic Snake and Flame Guard.
Look how useless the Oracle seems versus the Ember Spirit. He didn't even have Flame Guard up. Do so on the team. Well, yeah, they really wanted to save their jungle, but Fnatic were too quick to the punch, catching Aki as he was trying to set up good vision around that area.
Comes back. Do they really want to go for the Static Storm? Comes back into it. Yeah, but the Ice Blast on top of Aki. Mushi can probably turn this too. Although there are a lot of heroes here now. But here comes the Snowball. They get off the Stone Form as well. Loda has to pop the Shadow Emblem. Vacuum Wall. It's on to 3. And Ake's in trouble. Walrus Punch. Good Breathe Fire, but the mech is up and ready to go. The False Promise will come onto Loda. He gets off the Shadow Dance as well. But S4 will not be so lucky. Here comes mid one. Searing Chains. He gets it on to 2. A double kill for mid one. 4 dead, and Alliance are getting run over by Fnatic in game number 3.
I don't ever think I've seen a DK die this quickly every single time.
It's certainly not good, and boy, are they not done yet. If they just had detection under that tier 2 tower, Loda would be the next to fall. He'd be the 5th and final kill in that engagement.
1,000 gold lead is difficult to come back from, and they're trying to go on the
Mushi. Start
Mushi.
would be a Mushi right now, but TPs are coming in. S4 has to just walk up and Dragon Tail him with no Elder Dragon Form, and here comes mid one. Does he have a double damage rune? No, he does not. He's still going to work. Now Admiral Bulldog Sprout's going to come through. The TP's going to come out. Sleight of Fist comes in. The false promise, making sure he stays alive, and he will make it out in time. They're still hunting. They're looking for S4. Sleight of Fist Searing Chain should be back up and ready to go, but they won't go any further. Now they get the surge up, and now he will find it, but S4 turns with the Dragon Tail and says, just stay right there. Let me right-click it. Bulldog has TP back in, and now mid-one's not in the best position. The Stone Gaze has come through. They get off the mech. The Kinetic Field Static Storm is there, but he gets glimpsed back in. Back wall into 3 again. Ohio finds another great initiation. Bulldog still alive with the Fate's Edict. Loda wants this kill on a mid-one. He'll even pop the Shadow Dance for it, but it's too late already. They're getting turned on. There's just too much damage, too much sustain. Loda will fall. S4 will be next. Mushi finally getting involved with the split shot. Remnant 4, mid-one wants more blood. He'll find EGM, and he goes to work. 4 dead again for Alliance all day. Dead in the dirt. Fnatic running over them once more. And it survives just fine on that freaking stupid elusive Tusk in this game.
What did Fnatic do during that break?
I don't know. Hate their weenies. Ice Shard, that won't connect with the Snowball well. They have Static Storm right on top of it, and actually 243 can't get the kill. Good false promise, and that will stop them for the time being. Fnatic trying to run over more, but oh, here we go. See ya. Good one jumps in. Ake is actually still alive. The glimpse back, but there's the Mystic Snake. Mushi walks right into the high ground. This one just comes flying through from the right side of your screen. Able to stop this at this point. Fnatic are going straight down that mid lane, as you just mentioned. And they're trying to split push. Alliance are like, listen, we need to get something. We need to get this tier 2 top, but that's going to be a trade that is not really that great, as Mushi's going and getting the pot shots on that tier 3 tower. Lincoln Sphere is broken. EGM, I think you've walked a bit too far. He even has to use the false promise on himself just to make sure he survives, and I'm not sure he'll make it through. The Ice Blast is going to sail through. Aki will dodge it, but still it will be EGM going down. The false promise not even saving his life. His ultimate doing nothing to actually help him. DJ will get jumped on. This is what you were talking about, bringing down the support, but there's going to the vacuum. No wall coming out. Good ultimate from the Disruptor to make sure that Dark Seer wall doesn't get put down, but S4 still getting corralled up, and there's 3 heroes in the vicinity. They get off the Searing Chains. They will bring him down for 40 seconds. That might be it, honestly, at least with this full set of racks going down in this mid lane. They might back up to defend top. It looks like they will do so. But Alliance are going to lose 1 full set of racks at 23 minutes in against an Ember Spirit. Not only that, but they're going to lose Ake on top of it as well. The Courier will go down. It is Dire's Courier that is going to fall, so they will get a little bit of a brief respite, but it is not going to be enough.
They can't even kill the AA.
Oh, they stopped the TP coming out from the Furion, but it'll just use his teleportation with W. I thought there were more heroes back up top lane for Fnatic to actually get that kill, but they were all still mid. They didn't TP out of mid one. I don't know if you would agree. Or maybe
the Tusk.
Yeah, I think the Tusk too is probably a pretty good choice. S4 is going to get caught. Bots in from mid one. Searing Chain Flame Guard. The Ice Blast on top of that. He should probably die. Remnant actually misses Sleight of Fist, but he gets the kill with it at the tail end with the Sleight of Fist. Mid one has Remnant out if need be. Not to mention that Aegis is still up, so Loda can't find that kill. And while this is all happening, they're grouping bottom. And they're going to be able to bots in a couple of seconds at this point. There is an Aghanim Scepter on an A with a level 2 ulti. If you get hit by that, you're probably just dead with these supports, or anybody for that matter. It's going to go too quickly.
Well, Fnatic with this win, they will secure a berth in the upper brackets.
And they're on the doorstep, literally. There's the TP coming in from the Ember Spirit. They backed up like, who is that? Oh, their teammate mid one. He's in the base already. He jumps in. Ake's about to fall. He will go down almost instantly. The Ice Blast will sail through, and he'll hit onto EGM. Fate's Edict, just to make sure he doesn't take the damage, he'll try to Purifying Flames. He is going to shatter as soon as that is done. No, he'll false promise just to make sure he stays alive a bit longer.
No, AA will last way too long.
He will survive a bit longer, but not by much. And S4 walks up, dies. Ohio finds himself an Iron Shell. Mushi goes in and gets the right click off. They buy back on the NP. They've lost just about everyone. They even TP back Fnatic a couple of heroes just to make sure they could secure their base and keep it alive. Loda going toe-to-toe with Mushi. Dark Pack comes out. Mushi is winning this man fight. They have to use the Shadow Dance. Bulldog getting pushed back. I mean, Mushi only still has a Lincoln Spear, but it's just not enough damage for Loda at this point. The Ice Blast will go in again, fly through into the base. It'll hit up onto Bulldog.
The punishment
and on the Loda as well.
Never ends.
And they just lose the racks. It's just, there is 1 kill for Alliance. 1 freaking kill. They can only get 1 pickup in this game. Who
Fnatic's woes, if there are any.
God, that was, they have had a sick game. This is, I would almost say near perfect for Fnatic so far. That can change very quickly, but... Oh no, it's tier 1 tower. Mid one wants to make sure he cleans this up. Bulldog still having a good time. Gets the taunt off before leaving. And there it is. GG. A bit anticlimactic to end our last game of the evening, our last game of the group stages, but still Fnatic had, like I said, one of the best games of Dota I've seen, one of the most perfect games of Dota I've seen in a while.
And they're all smiles. I would be too. And that sets the main stage. We have our 8 teams.
Yes, the upper bracket and the lower bracket now set and ready to go.